Hey guys, welcome to the greenhouse. Hey guys, welcome to the greenhouse. My name's Burke. I'm gonna be showing you guys how to sow some Heliamphora seeds today. I got to crouch down. I am a little tall for the picture frame in here and my stand, which is a couple of my plants. But I'm sure that you all know what I mean. We're gonna sow Newton's Giant X McDonald Day today, and super excited about these seeds. I got them from the first release from Little Carnivores on Instagram. At least that's where I saw the release, but super excited about that. Have a couple Heliamphora in the collection. None that quite big. I have a McDonald Day, but I do not own a Newton's Giant. I think this might, I don't know if I want to get a Newton's Giant. It might be something I get in the future. But the seeds, a good price. I just got my tax return, so you can never complain about price after that. So I'm going to sow these seeds up in a pot with some sphagnum and perlite chopped up. I just have, I think there's only 4 seeds in here, but nevertheless, this is quite a large pot, if you see right here. And I have it soaking wet in water currently. I'm just gonna plant them and leave them out in my greenhouse as the relative humidity stays around between 70 and 80% in here. The average is 83 currently. Since I've gotten my sensor bush, which has been a game changer. You just really understand what's going on with your conditions. And so I think that I have good enough conditions to just sow the seeds here, as my 4 that I do own are thriving. My McDonald Day is actually my pure species one. It's actually throwing off a new pitcher right now. I actually got it from the same grower as grew these seeds, so super excited for that. All that you do to sow Heliamphora seeds is you just sprinkle them on top of wet media. These need to stay wet. They don't really go, they don't go underneath the soil. They just stay on top, but they need to stay wet because you have to remember it rains 50 feet of rain a year where they live. Currently where I live, we get maybe 5 to 10 inches. This year has been really wet. We've gotten like 15 to 20. They get 50 feet. It's crazy. Can't even imagine how much 1 foot of rain a year is. So I water these plants as much as possible, like every day, pretty much. I make sure to get water in there because they are wet a lot. But make sure their soil has drainage. You need the drainage, otherwise you don't want rot. Water every day. But if the water is just sitting there and pooling, bad news. You need the drainage. But nevertheless, we're gonna pour the seeds right on top of the soil right here. You see, I'm just gonna take this little vial and pour them right on top. And I have the fan right here, and that helped me distribute them. I think that is all of them. 1, 2, 3, yep. So right here, I'm just gonna make sure you can't touch them with your hands. They are these tiny little flakes. You can see it in the really pink lighting. Unfortunately, my grow lights are pink in here, but they are these tan flakes. You just want to make sure they make good contact with the wet moss. You can see that I have a little bit of live moss growing in this pot already, but I am just going to make sure that they're nice contact so that they have the best chance of sowing. And then after that, I'm actually might get it a little wet again with, make sure it's distilled water or reverse osmosis water. If you don't do that, you will kill them immediately. You will have no chance of sowing your Heliamphora seeds. So hopefully you guys learned a little bit of something today, but I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for tuning in.